Winter is almost over, and normally it would still be light in Samara at this time of day, as the city is in southern Russia. It's this change that Vladimir Frolov and his son Sasha are protesting. They come to the regional government offices every Sunday to demonstrate. They say that these days, it's like the North Pole in Samara.
Imagine you lived here and almost every day of the year, working days at least, so about 240 days of the year, you came home an hour later than usual. You'd be coming home in the dark almost every day.
Now there is no time difference between Samara and Moscow, even though the capital is over 1,000 kilometers away. That's all thanks to a ruling by Russian President Dimitry Medvedev. For nearly a year now, daybreak in Samara has come nearly an hour earlier than it used to. The Frolov family feels cheated.
Let me show you. It's now just after 8 a.m. here. That's Moscow time that's been forced on us. Outside, it's already completely light, but we're still sitting here having breakfast. It's actually really just after 9 a.m. in Samara. We could be out working in the light and then come home in daylight too.
The move to Moscow time is designed to help boost the local economy. Vyacheslav Petrukov is happy with the arrangement and believes it will have the desired effect. He's a blacksmith, and many of his customers live in the Moscow time zone. In the past, there were often misunderstandings.
We've arranged delivery times, for example, and then later discovered that our business partners were assuming it was Moscow time, whereas we had meant Samara time. It's much simpler now.
Opponents of the change are especially angry that the decision was taken over their heads. They accuse the local authorities of simply giving in to the federal government and say some of them spent most of their time in the capital anyway. But local officials play down the issue.
Here in Samara, we tried to consider the interests of all the local people. But this time, change wasn't initiated by us. It came from the central government.
It's still unclear what long-term consequences the shift in time zones may have. Doctors in the city say many of their patients are concerned about their health and say they're having problems sleeping.
You can't just change the time. Our biological clock doesn't adjust so easily. Our bodies are very slow to adapt. It involves a very complex change in our inner rhythms.
Outside, it's already dark, although it's only 5 p.m. That is what annoys Vladimir Frolov. Under the old time, his son would have had another hour to play outside in the daylight. And the market would still be busy with shoppers. Vladimir Frolov wonders whether the government in Moscow has nothing better to do than to mess around with the clock.
Fighting corruption or providing better schools. That's what the government should be doing. But we've stopped expecting anything from the state. They should just leave us alone and give us our time back.
In a few weeks, the clocks will change again throughout Russia due to daylight savings time, for the last time. Because of a presidential decree eliminating them in the future, the people of Samara will be on their old winter time from now on.